Hey, it's GameArt, and today I want to talk about our traveler. Because the more I play and the further the story progresses, the less I understand what or who our traveler is supposed to be. Maybe to understand we need to go back to the beginning, when it all started with a choice. And by choosing the twin, I understood that I will follow their story. I am not creating a character. I am not the chosen one. And I didn't mind it.
Aether!
In the beginning, we had a clear goal to find the missing sibling, and an opportunity to explore a wonderful world. It was beautiful and it was simple. Yet we all know that it led us nowhere. No one offered the traveler any real help, even after all we have done for them. Yes, we even met the sibling, but all we got was...
I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you.
We have enough time to reach the end of our journey. But a lovely excuse to keep the travel as a tool for others to use. Because, let's be honest, every other quest to help, to save lands, archons, leaders and others was always a priority. And there is an unpleasant reason why. The reason is that the twin we choose feels like a blank slate character, so we can insert ourselves in the story. Even the fact that we override Lumine's or Aether's name with our own just confirms it further. The price of our immersion to be one's name is a bit cruel. Why can't we have a separate profile name and leave the traveler just be? It gives me a feeling that we were supposed to create a character. Or the twin was nothing more than a gender choice when the game was created, and the story was added later on. I don't know, it's just my speculation. Another point is that the wiki states that we can determine the character of the traveler through dialogue options. Like calling Paimon emergency food or not. Because the traveler is always here to help, regardless of what we pick. I just remembered once in Inazuma we could decline. Lovely. The dialogue options truly matter and can shape the character. Nonetheless, it seems to have a lot of power over the traveler. Also because our traveler is supposed to be the silent protagonist, right? Nothing is simple. With Paimon speaking in our place, being the captain obvious, and a danger to Teva's food resources, the traveler is the silent protagonist, right? No, and I'm not speaking about a few lines in Archon Quest.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
There is a whole voice-over in the profile of traveler, which was a surprise for me, because I accepted the silent hero trope. And now, can someone answer me? Why? Why can't we have this in the game? Exploring Teyvat with Lumine or Aether, hearing their first reactions, or how they compare things to their or other worlds. Their stories and worries. We were just robbed from it.
Teyvat's day and night both seem particularly short.
The skies here are full of stars, but they aren't the same as the ones seen from my home.
I wonder if the fates of people from Teyvat are also related to their constellations.
Also, this is the reason why I never got attached to Lumine, because she felt like an empty space for me to fill, and her character was what I wanted to be. Well, so I thought, and I was wrong, because I never ever called Paimon emergency food or a mascot. Surprising, isn't it? Yet Lumine and Aether are like...
I wonder, who makes the better mascot, Paimon or Klee?
Paimon's not a mascot. Paimon's emergency.
Yes, they have a character. Like it or don't, it's up to you. They aren't a blank space character after all. But what's up with the silence then? Maybe they're learning Teyvat's language. That would make sense. But then they would speak more and more as the story progresses, which isn't the case. Also, Paimon deflects this theory by saying that the traveler has a good grasp of Teyvat's language. It seems the silence was forced upon them, so it won't ruin our immersion, which is bullshit. Pardon my words. Just how funny it is to take away the name and voice and then send them to the city of freedom. Oh, I know for sure that the traveler is supposed to be a hero. Good, brave, and here to save the day. But the more we go on, the more tired we and the hero gets. And there are more and more cracks in the hero's perfect portrayal. The traveler starts to see and feel being used as an errand runner, starts facing stronger enemies and almost losing fights. And I enjoy that. I want to see the traveler being desperate, mad, broken and suffering, screaming no and going away, instead of helping a tyrant to become good again. I would enjoy that. It would make the traveler human, because we can't relate to someone who is only good, brave, selfless, or almost perfect. And now these little moments, like being saved and not being the most powerful in Teyvat, are like small glimpses of hope, that once we will witness some real character development and get back on track to save the lost sibling. Yet I don't understand why Lumine and Aether can't be reunited in the near future and then continue the journey together. Does the traveler even need to travel 7 lands and seas, meet 7 archons, collect all 7 elements, and save the world 7 times to reach the end of the journey and finally get some answers from the sibling? Because, judging from the pace we have now, by helping anyone in our way, it will take forever. Is the reunion truly the end of the story? How about this? Reunite them and show the lost sibling that the bad archons are good now. People of Teyvat don't deserve to die. Learn if the Abyss Order is bad or good, save them or don't, and then the next goal would be to find and fight the unknown god. So the twins would still need to travel lands to gather help from all the 7 nations and archons to defeat her. Because most likely she destroyed Khaenri'ah and is a threat for all the other nations as well. Then maybe Celestia or Fatui would come into play and so on. This is just my idea of how the story could go on. You see, I would not lose interest in Genshin Impact if Aether and Lumine were reunited. I would be at peace and interested to carry on. For me, Genshin Impact is more about characters. And I want to feel more connected to Lumine, to care for her, to see her show emotions and finally speak. Main characters should be treated as such, and their goals should truly matter. So, who is Traveler supposed to be? Not me or you, but their own person. This is how I see it, but I am nothing more than a leaf in the wind. Yet thanks for being with me.